Drag performer George Ward, known by his stage name Cherry Valentine, has died at the age of 28, his family have announced. Ward, who died on Sunday, appeared on the second series of RuPaul's Drag Race UK before launching a TV career and fronting the BBC documentary Gypsy Queen And Proud. A statement from his family said, "It is with the most heart-wrenching and deepest sadness to inform you that our George Cherry Valentine has tragically passed away. This will come as a profound shock to most people, and we understand there is no easy way for this to be announced. As his family, we are still processing his death, and our lives will never be the same again. We understand how much he is loved and how many lives he has inspired and touched. All we ask is for your patience and your prayers in this time. We love you, Georgie." Ward was raised in Darlington, County Durham as part of the traveler community and qualified as a mental health nurse in 2015 before starting his career in drag. In December 2020, Ward was announced as one of the 12 contestants competing in the second series of the UK version of RuPaul's Drag Race. In his introduction video for the show, he described his Cherry Valentine alter ego as glamour, dark and gothic. He said, "His work as a nurse had put me in that right position to be able to understand people a bit more. If you are a drag queen, you are working with people, and to understand people, I think you go the extra mile." After appearing on the show, Ward joined with the BBC to produce a documentary exploring his traveler heritage. In the 2022 special called Gypsy Queen And Proud, he revisited the community he left aged 18. He also performed publicly and appeared in music videos by artists such as Charlie XCX. And fans react to his passing. One writes, "I do not have the amount of words to sum up how incredible you are. My best friend, my sister, my everything. Rest peacefully, Angel." Official statement on behalf of the family. "It is with the heart-wrenching and deepest sadness to inform you that our George Cherry Valentine has tragically passed away. When I received this message, my heart just went out of the place because I couldn't believe we spent some awesome time together. Rest in power." He was born on the 30th November 1993 and died 18th September 2022. Betty Banks Shah on Facebook says, "I don't post very many obituary messages on Facebook because with my advancing years, they seem to become increasingly too often. But it is always a tragedy when the young are taken too soon. George Ward, Cherry Valentine, was successful both in drag and in their nursing career. Such an inspiration taken far too soon. My thoughts and prayer go to the family, friends and chosen family. Such a sad news to wake up on. Such a nice, fun, talented queen. You will be missed by so many. You were taken way too young, only 28, sending lots of love to your family and closest friend. Rest in power." However, the family did not release the cause of the death. Once we have further information on the cause of the death, we'll make sure to inform to you, the beautiful audience. Cherry Valentine, there isn't enough words in the world to describe the sadness of the news of your passing. It's hard to believe that this photo of Team Throne event altogether just a few short weeks ago is the last one we will get to take. But where there is sadness, there is also joy. The joy your contagious laughter gave to the world, the joy of witnessing you perform, the joy watching you create, the joy in the time spent making plans, and most of all, the joy in our friendship. You will be missed so dearly by your friends and family members. Social media is overflowing with shocks and disbelief at what happened to the Gypsy Queen. This will come as a great shock to the majority of people, and we recognize that there is no simple way to make this announcement. As his family, we are still coming to terms with his passing, and it has changed everything in our lives. We are aware of how he is adored and how many lives he has influenced. George, who passed away on Sunday, had an appearance on RuPaul's Drag Race UK second season before beginning a career in television and starring in the BBC documentary Gypsy Queen and Proud. According to speculation, his cause of death was a suspected short illness or accident, but yet no reason behind his death is revealed. Therefore, let us not defame his name. According to Medical Topics, we have been trying to reach out to the family and relatives for comment on the incident. So far, no response has been received. We will update the page once enough information is available. More information on Cherry Valentine cause of death will be available soon. Several people all over the world are paying tribute to Cherry Valentine. Tunko said, "Not at all what I was expecting to hear this early in the morning. What is going on in the world? Thank you for bringing representation to LGBTQ+ travelers around the UK and just being such an inspiration, an icon even though you lived under such repression for such a long time. Rest in peace, you young angel. Never else had I ever seen traveler representation in the LGBT community, let alone through the form of drag. Cherry was such a wonderful human being, and I'm so grateful to have been around at the same time as her to receive the inspiration and love she put out to so many people. Rest in peace, Cherry. Absolutely heartbroken right now." Isozi said, "Absolutely heartbreaking. She was such a beacon of light and brought so much love and fun to everything she did. I can't imagine how many young Irish travelers Romani she inspired. It really can't be undercut how important she was to young queers in those communities. I hope she knew how loved she was." Jake Ram X said, "Rest in power, Cherry Valentine, a brilliant drag performer who did so much for this world both as a nurse and as a representation of the gypsy community. A profound loss." And RuPaul's Drag Race UK said, "We are truly utterly heartbroken to hear the shocking news that Cherry Valentine has died. As we try and process this news, our first thoughts are with our loved ones, sending our love and condolences to their family and friends. Rest in peace, Cherry." She was such a talented queen who wasn't given enough time to shine on her season. Her documentary that she did about being gay and drag queen within the gypsy community was both brave and groundbreaking in a way. Rest in peace, you talented king. So people followed everything she did as soon as they found out about her on the MTQs and have so much respect for her for overcoming so much in her life and for working tirelessly as a nurse throughout the COVID pandemic. Such a genuine and good soul. I can't believe it's gone. I really related to Cherry as someone from a background where there isn't much LGBTQ representation, someone said on social media. Her documentary was incredible, and I hope that she was proud of the difference it would have made to people from different backgrounds who needed to see it and needed to have someone to look out for. I always hoped she would have a chance to come back on All-Star season, but she still got to make a huge impact, and her legacy as a performer, inspiration to those of us who didn't see ourselves in our communities, and of course as a selfless part of our NHS should be remembered. And our last comment is as follows: "This is heartbreaking. She was a true trailblazer for Americans who aren't aware of the context. Cherry was a proud gypsy. Gypsy culture is what many would consider be quite sexist and homophobic, with an emphasis on machismo and traditional gender roles. Also, gypsies face a ton of open discrimination. They are considered persona non grata in a lot of communities. So being an out and proud gypsy was no easy feat by any means."